Hey guys, welcome back to Georgia 4.0. I'm Arthur, and today we are going to do a little bit of a product review, but also we're going to get the foam cut in this Vevor 42-inch rifle case. This is a hard rifle case, obviously. Its material is made out of that polypropylene. I had to work on that one a little bit, make sure I said it correctly, but it's definitely a hard case. This is TSA approved. It's got 2 lockable points here on the front side of it. We got 4 latches across the front. Obviously you got a handle here, and there's also a handle at the other end, and there's some nice wheels if you had to wheel this thing somewhere, which is kind of nice. They roll nice and smooth. But we'll get this opened up and show you a little bit more on the inside of it. All the hinges for the handle and the lid all have a metal pin. And of course, obviously you got your egg crate, it's kind of styrofoam, or not styrofoam, but your egg crate foam on the lid to help secure anything that you put down in here. And you have 3 layers of foam, which is that pluckable foam, which is that kind of that pre-cut stuff. You can see it there. And you got a layer on the bottom just to help protect anything between whatever items you put in here, to protect them from the bottom of the actual rifle case itself. So with this pluckable foam, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to lay the rifle in here. I'm going to outline it, and I'm going to try to use a carving knife to cut it to get better lines. With the pluckable foam, you get just straight 90-degree lines. So we're going to look to get something a little better contour to the rifle to make it fit better. And then also we have some Plasti Dip that we're going to coat the foam with, and that helps just create the longevity of the foam. Gives it kind of a rubbery texture, and it's just going to protect it and make it last longer as you're taking items in and out. But this is a good time to, when you're at this stage, plan out what you're going to put in here, whether you put in rifles, pistols. A lot of guys use this for overland, camping, off-road stuff. So depending on what you're going to use it for, go ahead and map that out. Like we're going to, at the moment, of course, obviously we're going to put the rifle in, but I'm going to put a cutout for a box of shells and 1 magazine. This is a hog hunting rifle, so I really don't think I need too many more magazines, or really more than a box of 308 in there. So let's get to it. Let's get the items traced out and we'll start cutting. Okay, so this is the rifle we're going to use, and just for everybody to make sure we're doing a safety check, we do have an empty magazine, but we will lay this in here. This is a 42-inch rifle case, and you can see we're pretty much maxing out on each end, but I got a collapsible stock, so we're just going to run that in, and then we'll center this up where we want it, and that'll leave room to maybe put our, put a box ammo in here somewhere, put a magazine, either, we'll either stand it up or lay it down. It really doesn't matter. You could even do it with the magazine inserted, but we'll just space these out somewhere and get them traced and cut. So right now, I want to put this rifle in here where I think I want it to go. That gives me plenty of room here. We got clearance at the end. We still got room to put a couple miscellaneous items in here. So we're going to grab a Sharpie. Okay, so we got the rifle laying in here we want it. So basically going to just try to take a Sharpie, and I'm going to try to just outline the rifle the best I can. This little eye cup on this scope makes that part just a little difficult, but so we're just going to keep tracing and outlining the weapon. Okay, as you can see, I got some things outlined here. I got the rifle, got a magazine. I also got and I can't remember the name of this magazine, but I love these old school kind of metal magazines. But I'm going to also put in a spare, which is just a Magpul P-Mag. We're going to put that in here. We can put a box of ammo here, and we still have room. I may put another box of ammo here, and or I can put, I can put magazines crossed here. I do have a battery power pack that goes on this Picatinny rail. You can see the USB here for external power for the scope. But I think that'll be okay. I can install that, and I think once there's enough clearance to when the lid folds over, that'll actually hold that. If not, I'll just put it's thinner than this, but it's about that size. I'll just put it in the corner. But so you get the gist of it. You can see I've outlined everything. And we got the rifle outlined, and now we're going to start to cut the foam. Then we will plastic dip the foam, and that'll give it a nice durable finish and protect the foam and make it just last longer.
And we're live.
So you can see our outline. We have our very scary rifle magazine. So now we're going to start cutting. I took a razor blade knife and just kind of got started right here, so I can take the electric knife. We're going to use an electric knife so I can get that started. And we're just going to follow our tracings. Okay, so here we go. Here goes nothing.
What are you using?
Using an electric carving knife. We'll use it Thanksgiving here in a few weeks.
Oh my, okay.
That means I have to get. We're learning as we go. So what we're going to do is each little stop, we're going to go ahead and get it started with our razor blade knife, so we can have a place to insert this.
Just for a cleaner edge?
I think, yeah, it's going to make it a little cleaner. I tried to round it a while ago. I'm not sure if that's going to work really well. We'll just go through and do a little puncture at each one of these so we can maybe reinsert the blade. All right, one little tip we found out is when you start to get to a little curve, start turning it early and just gradually round that radius in there, and you don't have to go back as much and cut little inserts to insert the blade. See how I cut early on that one? Easier said than done, but okay, so we got everything trimmed, and we have the rifle in here, and you can see it worked out pretty good. We got 2 magazines, a box of ammo, and we got the rifle cut out. Using the carving knife with this pluckable foam, you can see how it's already kind of pre-cut. Made a couple little challenges, but it's nothing that you can't work around with a sharp razor blade knife. If this was a solid piece of foam, I think the carving knife would have been the ticket, but it worked really well. You just kind of learn as you go. And now I'm going to get these items out, and we're going to plasti dip this foam insert to create some longevity and kind of give it a rubber coat so it just lasts longer. So stick around for that. So the goal now is to put, I don't know, I'm going to try to put 4 or 5 coats of plasti dip on. This is just black, and we're going to try to get it on the inside really well. And we'll probably let it sit about 10 to 15 minutes in between coats, and then I'll probably do at least a 24-hour setup before I actually put it back in the gun case and put the gun and the other accessories in there. So let's get to spraying this. I've never used this stuff, but man, seen a ton of videos and it's pretty cool. So let's get to it. Okay, so there's a finished product. We got a rifle in, 2 magazines, got a box of ammo. You could put, there's enough room, you could put a couple more magazines or a box up here. Maybe there's some batteries. You got some other little places if you needed to put some kind of batteries. We do have our Sight Mark external power for our Sight Mark 4K Wraith. We got that on here, and lid and everything closes up nicely. We got 4 buckles across the top. Handle here, all metal pins. We do have the pressure control valve right here. You got your locks here. If you want to lock it, you got your wheels. It does have a nice rubber gasket that runs around the outer perimeter of the lid here, and it's got a nice little ridge around here that seals. I guess that IP7 waterproofing. I believe that's the category that it falls into. So this is going to be a really nice gun case. We're going to try it out next weekend. Here in Georgia, we haven't had rain in going on 6 weeks, so it's extremely dusty. So while we go down to South Georgia next weekend hunting pigs, this will keep our rifle free of that dust and stuff while we're moving back and forth from the stands. You could throw this in the back of the side-by-side, golf cart, whatever you're using, and keep your weapon clean. Get best you can, keep all that dust off of it, because we need rain bad and it's super dusty. But for $100, I don't think you can beat this. You could spend 2 to 3 times more money, but I think if you're looking for a basic, nice basic hard case to transport a firearm in, and you want to take it to hunting camp, I mean, you can take this thing, throw it in the back of your truck. It's waterproof. Get to camp, keep your dust and dirt off your rifle while you're not using it. But hey, if you got any questions, drop those comments below. And thanks for watching, guys.